Okay, we're going to try and update the scoreboard. So we're going to try and get that done really quickly while the players just start up in the background. Alright, so here we go. In the bottom left hand corner, going for a 1-Rax first in this best of 3 series for the round 1 match. It is going to be in the blue trunks, Bellucian. And facing the newly debuting player, also going for a quick 1-Rax in the top right hand side, we do have Volt in the red trunks. Volt is one of those veterans, he's been around for a long time. He's currently ranked 2 in the tournament system, and he is looking this tournament to take the sort of top couple of spots, not couple, but one of the top couple of spots, and actually claim the world rank 1 for himself this tournament. That should be well within his grasp, as he's not too many points away. Alright, and there we go. Barracks are going to start up at pretty much exactly the same time for both players here. Both actually skipping the barracks skipping the worker ever so slightly, just to get at the barracks a tiny bit faster. Not entirely sure I agree with that, but they've both gone for the same thing, so they must know something I don't. So we will see 1-Rax versus 1-Rax play again. That's been pretty common and pretty standard throughout tournaments, just because it gives you a lot more flexibility in terms of map control, and it doesn't cut into your economy too badly. And we are going to see Volt now going out for the scout. It's pretty important just to confirm what your opponent's going for and what sort of units you want to make. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit warm over here, I'm slightly overheated. So, Volt's barracks going to finish up, and so is the opponent's. The units we see first out of these two are going to be pretty important. Soldiers are going to have to play slightly more defensive, because they're just going to get chased all the way home. Sorry, more aggressive, because otherwise they can get followed all the way home. Volt's actually going to be out here, and he is going to spot there's going to be barracks first. That's all he really needs to see right now. And Bellucian's actually in a pretty cute spot there, but he is actually going to mineral walk through it. Sorry, gold walk. Gold walking, for those of you who don't know, is the process of essentially sending a worker to a mine. As you can see, they walk through each other to gather gold. So what he does is he gets here, he'll go to the gold, so he wanders through the other worker, and then sort of will cancel that order. So he's essentially travelled through his opponent's worker for free. And you can do that with all units. Oh, but that is a mistake there for Volt. Bellucian's going to stop it at the bottom of the ramp, and he might actually get that worker. Oh, it is possibly going to escape though. That is pretty nice for him. You can see the second rifleman's out now, a third rifleman's on the way, and it is going to be a full committal from rifleman from Volt, whereas the soldier is going to be added in here for Bellucian. I like the decision of a soldier. They're really nice for sort of, they do so well versus rifleman if they can get up close. So nice once you've got a couple of, like a handful of units out. But as one of your early units, they can get kited fairly easily, which is a problem. And just copy pasting the same note to everybody. Sorry, I'm running the tournament, I'm a little bit busy. Ideally we'd have a second person to just catch all of those PMs, but right now I'm running it. Physics Fan tends to help out, but we've not yet set up a system to direct everything over to him. So Volt's going to actually proxy a second barracks here, while his opponent goes for the expand. And this could be really risky for Bellucian right now. He's going to be even in unit count, and he will have the soldier, which is nice. But Volt's production is going to kick into gear pretty soon, and that's going to make it really difficult for Bellucian to hold on. So right now, the barracks is going to finish up for Volt pretty soon. He'll be able to start producing units and I think he can probably just go for pretty much pure soldier after this, and just put a lot of pressure in on his opponent. Bellucian, small issue actually with this build, I disagree with this house. You're going to get 10 supply from the castle anyway, so this isn't really needed. Possibly showing a little bit of inexperience here in his first tournament. But we'll see how well he does up against his opponent. But bear in mind, there may also be nerves. A lot of people will struggle to go up against people they know are really strong, and Bolt is a fantastic player. Obviously shown by the fact that he's got rank 2 in the world right now, so no mistakes really coming out from Bolt right now. He's getting all set up and prepared. He's got 2 soldiers now, and looks like he's going to go into this in just a second. He's got more units on the production tab right now and no workers. This is going to be pretty much all in for the moment. He's got to do some damage because he's going to be behind. He's going to get some shots trading on the soldiers in the front here, and Bellucian's going to back up into his main base. There are going to be 4 riflemen right now, and the workers are being pulled, so Bolt actually doesn't have enough units for this. The soldiers are getting pushed away, but this is workers in the front, which is not what you want. Bellucian actually backing up the riflemen, which I disagree with. There are 2 soldiers now from Bolt, and they're going to start pushing in. They're getting on top of the riflemen. This is going to be close. Bolt has got to make sure he does some damage here, or he's going to be a long way behind. We don't see a second racks up for Bellucian just yet, but we will do shortly. He will need that to be able to keep up with the production here from his opponent. There we go, there's the barracks. He doesn't need the economy, he's already another 4 workers ahead. The soldiers are going to march forward right now, but the riflemen are going to pick those off pretty quickly. The soldiers are going to trade, and then Bellucian's just going to be able to push this back. Bolt's desperately trying to get as much damage as he can, but the workers aren't taking any damage, and that's the important part. No one's actually working on the barracks right now. That worker did get pulled, and the soldier from Bellucian's going to go down. So Bolt possibly now getting into a position where he can do well. There's 2 more soldiers popping out, and he does now take the army lead, but he's got to keep this pressure on. He can't allow his opponent to transition out of this into a longer macro game, still have the advantage. The soldiers are going to come in now, but they're getting funneled to the left as the tower goes down. He's got to focus down the worker on the tower right now, which he is doing, because he cannot let that tower go up. That is going to push him away. There we go, the soldiers are coming in top of the riflemen now. They're going to try and retreat up to the slope as the choke point, but you can see there's way too many units here for Bolt right now. Bolt going to crash straight into the main base, and this rifleman's going to go down, and this is going to be devastating Bellucian. There we go, Bolt GG. Both players GG, and Bolt takes game 1. Okay, so Inescapable 1-2 versus Vitalote. Yeah. Alright, Alright, so Bellucian's just going to be hosting his map pick as the loser's pick in just a second. So we'll be going straight into that as soon as he hosts it. And it is going to be Steps of War here for game 2. If we have this many players in future, I'll probably actually just ask that we get Vizix fan to actually do all the lovely hosting for me. He's actually been really helpful right now. Alright. Okay, so we're going to be going into it now. In the top right hand corner, in the red trunks, 1 game up and looking to do really quite well in today's tournament. It is Volt. Down in the bottom left, throwing down the house for his quick barracks. 1 game down, it is Bellucian. Now Bellucian possibly going for some bit unorthodox here, we'll see. He did just get 2 racks, and he is 1 game down. So he may be trying something a little bit unorthodox. He doesn't really want to get 2-0'd as his first tournament showing. That would be a shame. But there's nothing wrong with that really going up against Volt. Volt is such a devastatingly good player. Alright, so Volt going for the 6 expand right now, which that's pretty showing of how confident he is, to be honest. I mean, this is a map where you don't have a very narrow choke to defend. You've got this sort of entrance as well from your third base, so in reality, it's basically this wide, which is like just a massive choke. But he's pretty confident. He reckons he can hold any nonsense that's going to be coming out of Bellucian. And he will be going for the 6 expand here. Probably transitioning into a couple of barracks and probably going to be upgraded on mages. We've not seen mages as much since the nerf. Bellucian, is he going for... He may be going for 2 racks here. He's got up to 7 workers and he's built over 200 gold. And we're going to see, yeah, it's going to be 2 racks all in. It's actually going to be essentially optimal 2 racks all in. And Volt's going to scout this straight away. That's such a massive scout for Volt. He has been consistently scouting throughout all of these games. There we go. Sees 1, sees 2, and he knows the build. He's going to throw down a tower at the front, and let's see how he does. We already saw... oh gosh, I've already forgotten his name. I do apologise to the player I casted previously. I'm so busy right now, I've forgotten your name. But we did see him defend with 2 towers in his natural, so we know it can be done. And Volt's just trying to come in harass here. He reckons he's got slightly better multitasking than his opponent. There we go, it's just going to be a little bit of a nuisance. Might actually get a worker pick if his opponent's not paying too much attention. But there we go, he's going to back off. And here we go. Lucian's got a rifleman out now, so Volt might actually lose that worker. Okay, it wasn't sort of stutter step properly, so that's a pain. There we go, the tower goes down in the front, and he possibly wants to go up to a second tower right now. If he's going to be facing a 2 racks all in, the soldiers can pressure that fairly easily. But Bellucian isn't... Basically, he can't transition out of this. Not really. The 2 racks all in with 7 workers means you have just enough income for 2 barracks. And nothing else. It lines up perfectly. So you can get out a lot of units quickly, but if you don't do any damage, you then have to cut your units, you're going to be down on production, your third base is going to be your second base is going to be really late. We're going to look like Volt's possibly looking to proxy something or go in for a second scout. And you can see already 3 units out of the 313 minute mark here for Bellucian. Volt's tower should be able to push all of these away, and I'm really surprised Bellucian's not going to go into soldiers here, which is really what you want to be able to sort of put pressure on this tower. There we go, house goes down at the front of Volt, so barracks will be going down pretty shortly. The choke's set up, and here come the riflemen, but there we go, the first shot lands. This is not good for Bellucian. I think he's just planning on running straight into the main base. Volt pulls workers now to try and deny this. He really needs them to stay in range of the tower. There we go, they're going to be pressured into the corner. One rifleman's going to be pinned back now. There we go, he's going to take a couple of hits, but he's starting to kite workers. All these riflemen are going to be on low health here for Bellucian. There we go, 1 goes down, 2 goes down. And that's it, excellently held from Volt there. This rifleman's not going to do much, 1 worker can just chase it down. And that wasn't the start Bellucian wanted. Not at all. He thought he could get into the main base, but the tower just did too much damage. The tower's a really good early game. There we go, the last one goes down. For no worker kills right now. And once again, Bellucian's out of the front here. He's going to try and contest this tower for Volt. But Volt has everything set up. There's no way Bellucian's getting in with just riflemen right now. And you can see Bellucian's given up on this idea. He's going to start grabbing units. Sorry, going to start grabbing workers. He's going to pick off this scouting worker of Volt, which is nice. But, I mean, Volt sees there's no expand. He sees it's still 2 racks. He's going to be feeling really comfortable right now. He's got double his opponent's worker count. And he'll be going to several barracks of his own pretty shortly. So it'll take a few minutes for him to really just clear up his opponent. But this is a fantastic position for Volt right now. There we go. He's going